Hello everyone and welcome back to Form Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer. You can call me PD. And today we are watching Gimme Gimme by NCT 127. Now, when this music video initially first came out, I thought, how are they already having a comeback? But then I realized, oh, they haven't had a comeback since last May. Punch, which was their repackaged, and then a few months before that was Kick It. And they haven't really promoted in a year. Now, it feels like NCT 127 has had a comeback recently because NCT was prolific last year. What with their promotions through NCT through the Resonance album, and through their various different subunit promotions, it felt like NCT never really left our attention spans. Even 127, the members of 127. This is a surprise welcome. I feel like, oh, we haven't actually gotten a 127 comeback in a while, so I'm excited to check this out. Now, before we do, let's talk about today's sponsor, Rosetta Stone. So if you guys are struggling to find a New Year's resolution, why not learn a new language? If you guys don't know, I am actually Korean American. I was born in Korea, and all my life I have been completely bilingual, and I cannot preface how important it is to actually know and understand the language, to understand the nuance behind a lot of the stuff that you consume in Korean media. For example, various times throughout the Culture Study series, people will not realize that maybe the Korean title and the English title are different, or it's pronounced a different way, or it means something completely different. And you wouldn't know that unless you're Korean or unless you understand the language. Now, getting started is easy with Rosetta Stone. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, there are classes for everybody. With Rosetta Stone, the classes are immersive and interactive, so the lessons really stick.
여자가 옷을 사요.
여자가 옷을 사요. So if you want to better your Korean, if you want to eventually visit Korea one day, if you want to better connect with the K-pop culture, sign up for Rosetta Stone using my link in the description down below to get a discount off of their monthly subscription. But also consider getting a lifetime subscription for only $199. With a lifetime membership, you get up to 250 hours of immersive lessons, unlimited access to all languages, so you can easily switch between, let's say, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, or other languages. And you'll always have unlimited access to the app because once you have Rosetta Stone, you have it for life. Thank you to our friends over at Rosetta Stone for sponsoring this video. Let's get into today's video. This is Gimme Gimme by NCT 127, and this is your form of therapy. By the way, just as a reminder, SM for some reason blocks my NCT videos and most SM videos, so we are not going to be including the audio in this. If you would like to listen along to the reaction, I will do a countdown right now and sync up your audio with mine. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Japanese. Oh, I had to mute this anyways. Oh, the transitions are absolutely beautiful. Oh. Oh, I'm digging that hair on Johnny. I had absolutely no idea that this was a Japanese comeback. I had no idea. I thought this was just a NCT comeback. But this definitely has to be I don't know how quite to describe this. It's a very specific interest for me. This is the best on the lower side budget for NCT anyways. This is the best lower side budget executed music video, and I want to talk about this a little bit more. Also, I don't know if this is going to be an issue, but sometimes even if I include the video, my video gets blocked because of the video copyright. So if there was no video, I might have had to edit that out. But that was really good. Now, guys, don't hate me, but NCT is one of the few groups where I've never been able to get into their Japanese releases. Chain's not bad, but I just don't vibe completely with Chain. I'm like into Chain like maybe 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out. You know, I've always preferred NCT's more Korean comebacks as opposed to their Japanese comebacks. I don't know why it felt so divisive for me. But I really like Gimme Gimme, both musically, the as a song itself. I loved the rapping. I think the vocals were kind of take it or leave it. I think maybe because it's in Japanese, I don't necessarily connect to it as much. That's the thing with Japanese. I kind of know the language very much in a basic way. Not so much to the point where like I know the language in a nuanced sense. Whereas I feel like with, Korean, obviously, in terms of like the instrumental, in terms of the vibe, absolutely loved it. And I like the execution of this music video. So the thing about this music video is, and it's the case with most K-pop groups, when they promote in Japan, they kind of always either go super low budget compared to a K-pop title track music video, or they definitely reduce the budget. And so I can't say that NCT 127's music video is necessarily a low budget music video, because I think for any third-rate company, this would be considered a high-budget music video. But for NCT, and with AdSense's juggernaut power and their money, and compared to their usual title tracks, this is, I would say, they reduce the budget, Think of it like this. If a typical NCT title track music video in a Korean comeback is 100% budget, NCT's Gimme Gimme feels more like it was reduced by about 30%. This is like at 70%. And you see those budgetary constraints in mainly the set dressing, and the overall look and direction of it. With different NCT music videos, you would have much bigger, grander sets, but they make up for it with, I would say, editing and the camera work. This is a rather simple music video, but the editing is really gnarly in a good way. And the direction and the camera work, like, it's actually pretty simple for a music video, but it's those moments and it's how they guide the music video. I really think the direction of this music video is really good, and I'll talk about it when we watch it again. But yeah, let's just get into it. So, starting off, if you look at this set that Taeyong is in, which they repurpose and reutilize multiple times, and then the main dance set as well, which it looks like just basic scaffolding, right? No real set dressing. Mind you, they put the scaffolding there so that they're not just dancing against a blank wall, but you can see where they reduce the budget, right? Even with the lighting, they have like a harsh key light and a very, very light fill to have like a much more dramatic dark lighting, but it's also very simple. Also, what I like about this music video a lot is that they're doing this thing where they're passing off the center position very casually. It went from Mark, then the camera panned onto Taeyong, then now from Taeyong, Taeyeon walks into the scene. Traditionally, you would just cut to different shots of the members, but here they're doing a lot of oneers, and you're going to notice throughout the music video that there are a lot of oneers. Okay, love that right there. Love just like, first of all, just the introduction into the droning sound. I love the droning sound where it goes, "Whoa!" Like, it's just a great jarring change slash switch up, especially because the sound up until now was a very simple synth and just like a light percussion just snapping, right? And then just to suddenly go into that, whoa, it's very, very visceral. I like it a lot. But the way Mark brings that in, the way he like quickly raps and then like kind of introduces that droning sound is really epic. And then this whole portion with Marks is, I think this is like gonna be either a oneer or it's like divided into two shots, and they're shooting this on the bolt arm, which is like an electronic arm, which gives you like this smooth range of motion that you see throughout multiple times in this music video, and it works for the music video because the song is very slick, and I think the bolt arm here, more than any other K-pop music video, really, really works here. Look at that. Look at that. That shit was. Well, let's look at the first droning sound. What Mark's move is. He kind of slides into place. Not as much of a big movement as the other one. That's so hot. That slide mixed with the droning sound and the smooth movement is sexy. Oh, and that transition into Utah was flawless too. Love it. See, it's a oneer right there. Whether it's a stitched together shot or not, you've got Utah, no cut, whip to Mark, and then you start panning with Mark, but then there's no longer Utah, it's Johnny. Ooh, and then the pass through Johnny. Ooh. I see, and then Hechan passes it off to Toyoung. They're also choosing a lot of weird, interesting angles. Look at this like lower angle shot of Johnny right here. They're choosing some such weird, awkward shots, but like it makes it look a little bit voyeuristic. I like it. I feel like voyeurism, kind of like making eye contact with you, is a big part of the direction of this video. I think the song is it's sexy. The song is sexy and it's very seductive. And so a lot of the shots try to lock you in on close-ups and bust shots so that you lock eyes with them. You know, that's not necessarily completely out of the norm for most K-pop music videos, but here I think just especially with like not being such a cut-heavy music video and like smoothly passing along the center position to another member who's gonna look you right in the eyes, it's a very smooth, sexy music video, and I feel like a big part of it is about kind of just like being kind of seduced and sucked into their visual element. I think there's a kind of a voyeuristic angle to it, like even with the CCTV cameras that you see behind Mark right there, and you see it a couple times throughout the music video in other places too. Yeah, but I mean, look at this shot of Mark. Like he's like right in your face. It's such an intimate angle. Look how up close he is. And the way they've lit him here too. The way they've lit him to stand out so much from the background. You've got the key light on him here, very soft key light, very beautiful, but he pops from the background so much. The background is barely even lit. You've got a practical in the back, and then you've got the light coming in through the window so that it's not a completely flat scene, but in general, the background is not really lit. The nice little zoom. Ooh, did they slow it down right there? Oh my god, the editor must have had such a fun time with this music video. I love that section right there. So it zooms in. It's a digital zoom, and then right here when his rap gets, I feel like, a little bit unhinged, the camera work, this is a still shot, but then I think in post production what they did was they probably added like a digital jiggle to give it the handheld look. You see the camera start shaking, right? The camera starts shaking, and then right here the slow mo. That's so cool. Oh wow. Wow, I love how it transitions into a close up of Taeyong and it continues to stay on a oneer and zoom out. Wow. See, look how it's in your face. See, even the pass off there to tail. I'm telling you, it's an uncommon angle for them to shoot like this. This angle right here, this is such an uncommon angle. I feel like this might be perhaps the Japanese influence. I do not watch Japanese music videos, so I don't know if this is a common angle in Japanese choreography. I would assume SM shot this in house. I don't know why Japanese production would affect this, but it's just not a common angle. It's very odd. Yeah, I mean, honestly, look at this background. It feels like we're going back more to like NCT's Cherry Bomb days. We haven't had a music video that was this simplistic in a while. Saran Chongwoo, pass off the tail, whip. That's probably a stitched together shot. I doubt that was a oneer right there. So I'm pretty sure yeah, it's stitched together right there. So that's where the cut is. It's a hidden cut. You call that a stitch. This close up of Utah. Oh my god, he's so sexy. Damn. And oh my god, Taeyeon with the slicked back hair, CEO status. Toyoung looking like Toyoung. Oh, this is the shot. This is probably like one of my favorite shots in this music video because it cuts to this whip and they stay on a oneer the entire time on Yuta, Taeyeon, and Toyoung. They never cut, and I love it. Now those were physical zooms. There were a couple digital zooms in there, but those were physical zooms because you literally see the perspective change. You can't change that in post. So I feel like what they did here was they probably used the bolt arm again, but in much subtler ways. They probably used the bolt arm to actually do the physical moving in and out. Ooh. And then once we get into this crazy little breakdown, you go into more of a handheld look. I love that footwork. Oh, that shot of Johnny. That just like that swooping in. Ooh. That was Gimme Gimme by NCT 127. A not necessarily slow, but slower than some of their other title tracks, but a sexier, more seductive track. I like it a lot. For a Japanese promotional track, like I said, not always like the biggest fan of Japanese tracks done by K-pop groups, but this one, I like it, and I like the execution of the music video. It's a lot of fun. NCT, I feel like, always has really fun, very interesting music videos, but I think this one, because the budget was a little bit cut, I like that they made up for it with even more intensified editing. But guys, that was my reaction and review of Gimme Gimme by NCT 127. What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you to our partners over at Rosetta Stone for sponsoring this video. As always, we appreciate anyone who supports us. If you guys would like to support us directly, you can visit our Patreon. We have bonus content on there. We are checking out the It's Awkward but It's Okay series from NCT. We just checked out NCT Dream's Rooftop Fight. If you guys want to check out our reactions for that, the bonus stuff is on our Patreon. However, if you don't want to support us monetarily, that's completely fine. You can go ahead and just subscribe here, leave a comment, and hit the like button down there, and check out our other videos over here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for joining us. See you later.